Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what we have done actually day before yesterday. So we talked about the queuing theory. Queuing theory can be classified into the Markovian queuing model and non-Markovian queuing model. And non-Markovian is not there in your syllabus, so we only will be doing with the Markovian queuing model. Markovian queuing model, what we mean is like the arrival and the service mechanism are in the exponential distribution, or in other words, they follow Markovian process. So there are four models. The model one is the single server queuing model. I hope you have submitted the assignments. So model one is given for the assignment. I think it's 2.2, and it's a 5 points for that. So single server queuing model. So when which the arrival is exponential, the service mechanisms are exponential, but the number of servers is one. So number of what do you call service mechanism is one, and capacity is infinity, and the process of the service is called first in first out, or this also known as first come first serve. And we have talked about the inter arrival time or mean time. Then mean service rate, it's 1 by mu. So then probably expected an average number of customers in the system. Then the traffic intensity, it's also known as the utilization factor. So traffic intensity, then waiting time in the system, then expected waiting time when people have to wait more than 0 second or 0 minute, whatever. Then probability of the customer exceeds the number k, which is k is greater than n. N is the finite number of people in the system, and n is the total number of customers, including people in waiting and in service. And the probability density function of the waiting time, then expected or average number of customers in the queue, and followed by average or mean waiting time in the queue, then expected or average length of non-empty queue, then probability that no customers. All these things we have done enough in detail. I repeat one important thing, it's called Little's formula. So this is very much important when you talk about the relationship between the length of the queue in this length of the people in the system, or it's also known as number of people in the system, then length of the queue, or the number of people in the queue, or expected waiting time in the system and expected waiting time in the queue. So if you happen to find any one, say for example, if you happen to find ls, length of the system, then you can always find the other factors like LQ, which is nothing but LQ plus the row, or in other words, it is LQ plus the lambda by mu. So this is the ls plus q. So which means that if you know one factor, you can find the other factor using there's something called Little's formula or Little's expression. And when you have WQ, say for example, if you only have LQ, then you can find LS. Then when you find LS, you can find WS. When you find WS, you can find WQ. When you find WQ, you can find LQ. So it's almost everything is interrelated. So you don't have to really look into
मम्मी
factors
एक
or
खोलेंगे क्या?
uh, hello. Yes, Sanjog.
No, sir. So it was Rahul, sir. Sir,
Oh, okay, okay, Quinn. Just kindly mute your audio. Okay then. So this is the Little's formula. So this gives us an the inter relationship between thing. Okay. I hope all of you would have submitted the bank counter problem, then serviceman problem, and marshalling yards problem. We'll discuss the answer next class, but this we'll just run through the other models, and we'll do some problems in the other models, and we'll come back to model one. So in case you have not submitted assignments, kindly submit it by today by afternoon. Assignment one I've graded, which is the application of linear programming for crashing. And many people have solved by normal method, but they've only started or initiated. I've just shared a video, template video, but nobody have noticed that that video is for the activity on node, but the problem is given as activity on arrow. So that may not be suitable for that. So you could have find out in Google how do we do that example videos for to understand how to use linear programming to solve. And many people have just only formulated but not solved it. So I could maximum give a grading of 5. So for your manual calculation or the methodology we follow, but in fact that assignment is basically catering to the need of application of LPP for crushing. So not many people have solved. And assignment
Sir,
2,
we actually
yeah,
solved it on the means Excel method also, but the answer was coming 0.
that is what I'm telling. That is because that that example you have taken, no, that is for activity on node, but the actual problem is activity on arrow. So there is some different. The procedure is the same, but the formulation has to be different.
Okay, sir.
So that is what I wanted. That is what like, and another important thing also, that problem I gave for finding, I mean, the constructing the network diagram. And when I say dummy, you should really think of dummy as an important thing in that, because most of the diagrams are hanging. Hanging of a network diagram is called an error. So many people have made the activity hanging in the air, so without any loop into the, or without any what do you call, the arrows marked, or something like network to be feasible or something like that. So I think you can even give it a try with some other problems from internet. Try because whenever an asked an exam, then you should be able to really understand. So the errors are like the dangling error, which is the hanging error, or cyclic error or looping. If an activity, the arrow gets formed in a circle fashion, then it's called loop. And maximum number of dummies if you provide, that is also an error. So these are the three different types of errors. So you should really rectify that. Then I hope you have done the what do you call, the graphical method of sequencing. I've given a problem, two problems, and it's all synonymously similar, but the what do you call, the arrangements of the machines are a little different. I hope you have done that. So kindly, if you have not done, kindly do it and upload it by today. Okay. So I've just checked with the mechanical HOD regarding the examination. He said he'll get back to me. So I'm just telling you. So don't what do you call, um, uh, uh, don't wait for the notification. Start preparing right now, because so suddenly they might give you, so then you will not have ample time for preparation. So kindly study then and there. That will be good. Okay. Okay. Next is the multi-server queuing model, which is nothing but MS. So it's also an Markovian queuing model, which means the arrival is exponential and the service rate is also exponential. But in this case, instead of a one server, we have a multiple server. So S stands for the number of servers and number of finite servers. So you remember, it is not infinite servers, it's finite servers, so countable servers. Say for example, 5 counters, 10 counters, or 2 counters, more than one, we call it a multi-server queuing model. Okay. One example in a single server queuing model is all problems of nature of single counter. Say for example, if it is a bank, we talked about single counter, and we talked about the railway yard is a single counter, and something like everything we focused initially, or a model one is all single counters. Whereas in a multi-server queuing model, we talks about the multiple servers, servers being many infinite servers, but the capacity is the same. So infinite capacity, it can cater to infinite number of people. Then it's also this procedure is first in first out, so which means that a birth death process kind of. So they start in, arrive and form a queue if there is a queue. Then get time, wait time till their turn comes, then get serviced, and then they leave. So that's a death process. So it's kind of a same process, but only thing is in this case we have got a finite number of server. So P0, it is a probability that no customers or even you can even see the system is idle or the queue is 0, and that is what we call P0, which is equals to 1 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity, then lambda into lambda 1. Lambda is the mean arrival time, and mu 0 multiplied by mu 1, it goes on and on till mu 1. This is lambda n minus 1 till the penultimate guy arrives. Then that whole taken as inverse, or you can even take 1 divided by this particular factor. And here lambda n, the number of people, is equals to the lambda. So so which means that everybody comes at the same inter-arrival time. Okay. And s into mu, so lambda divided by s into mu is called traffic density, server into the mean service rate. That should be lesser than the inter-arrival time. What happens if the service and the mean service rate, the number of servers and the mean service rate is, if it is higher, then if higher than the inter-arrival time, then there will always form a queue. So that is what it is saying. Then there are n customers or finite number of customers. So if n number of people, including the people in the waiting time and the people are in the service, if that is less than the server capacity, then we'll use the number of probability of n customer will be by this thing. And if if for example, if it is if n is greater than s, which is the number of the what do you call this server, and less than infinity, then which means that it is more than the server, n is more than the server, then we will be using this equations. So as n is the number of the server. And remember that this is not an exclamatory mark. It is also, it talks about the factorial s. So I hope you know how to take the factorial. For example, if it is 5 factorial, which is nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So it just happens to multiplication of that from the, it's just like a permutation thing. And say for example, if it is a 3 factorial, it is 3 into 2 into 1. And whatever might be, if it is 20 factorial, you should be multiplying by 20 into 19 into, still it comes to 1. Okay. So many people will not notice this, and they multiply s into s. If s into s is there, I would have given s square. So just kindly make a note of it. And here it is also is n factorial. So this generally people make up a mistake. Then we'll find ls. So as I told you, when you find ls, you can find ws. When you find WOS, you can find WQ. When you find LS, you can find LQ. So using the Little's formula. So this is what basically we'll get from it. And Little's formula for LQ and average mean waiting time. So all these things, you can get it things done. And probability that an arrival has to wait is PW, P S greater than 0, P of N is greater than equals to S. And this is the formula. Probability that an arrival enters the service without waiting. So without waiting is almost without delay, which is nothing but 1 minus PW, which is nothing but 1 minus this particular thing. Then mean waiting time in the queue for those who actually wait. So if there are people waiting, then mean waiting time is calculated using this formula. Then probability that there will be someone waiting. So LW is nothing but LQ by probability of ls is greater than s, which is nothing but lambda divided by mu s minus lambda. So in this case, it is 1 minus mu s minus lambda. In this case, it is lambda divided by mu s minus lambda. So just make sure that both are different. Okay, so we'll do this problem. So take down example 2.1. All of you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what exactly the problem is that it's a petrol station problem or petrol pump station problem. And this is model. Why it is model 2? Because it has 4 pumps. If it is 4 pumps in the sense is 4 servers. You remember 4 service stations. So if it is 1, then this will be of model 1. And in this case is 4. And very important thing is like they have given what do you call the exponential distribution with mean of 6 minutes, which means that uh, okay,
New value.
yeah, correct. So which means that the service is this is mu, this is lambda. And one trick they have played in this question is that they say the mean average, they have given directly the mean mu is equal to lambda is equal to 30. They say the car arrives for service. Remember, generally what we do is we'll take the first to be lambda, next to be mu. In this case, they have taken a ulta. So with the mean 6 minutes, the car arrives. Here is 30. So lambda they have given us 30. So you remember they have they have given lambda directly. So it is a mean service, mean arrival time. So if they are given arrival time, then we have to convert 1 by lambda is equal to that particular thing. Then we have to find lambda. In this case, they have taken the mean lambda itself. So the mean lambda is equals to lambda is equals to 30. Okay. And the trick I told you, they played, you see, this is 6 minutes. So how many minutes an hour has?
60.
Yeah, 60 minutes. So then can you convert that in terms of hours? If
So 10,
yeah,
10 cars
correct,
per hour.
correct, very good.
And 224.
Okay, correct.
So, sir, into 24 will make it for per day, but it is
Per
per
day, yeah.
hour.
We want it per hour only.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's 10. 10 is the correct value. How do you calculate 10?
So 60 divided by 6 into 1.
Correct. Very good. So this is 10 per hours. Mu is directly given as 10. Okay. Can you find what is the probability that the arrival would have to wait in time? Um, that is P. Um, N is greater than 4. So which means that the formula will be lambda by mu power S, this one. P has to wait, and in here P of W is greater than 0, N is less than equals to 4. So here S is 4. So this formula, take down this formula. Remember that this is a S factorial. What is the probability of an arrival has to wait? What is the answer? You get roughly around 0.5090, something like that.
Sir, I'm getting a wrong answer of 0.53, I think.
Fine, not an issue. So 0.5. I'm just giving an approximately. Okay. So it's fine.
Okay, sir.
So lambda is equals to 30 and mu is equal to 10. And P naught, no, you have to find P0. How do you find P0?
So 1 plus lambda by mu whole power minus 1.
This one, no?
Yes.
Okay. Correct, correct. Okay then. So that is correct. Then define the average waiting time. So that is WS. Average or expected waiting time will be WS. Then average time spent in the system, that is also W. I mean the same thing. And the average number of cars in the system is LW, length of the system. And the percentage time when the pumps are busy, which means that we will be finding out the lambda. What do you call the lambda, the traffic rate, which is nothing but rho. Rho equals to lambda divided by mu into S. If it is ideal, say for example, if they talk about percentage of time ideal, then we'll find busy, then we'll put 1 minus busy will be ideal. So in this case, they only ask for busy. So we'll just try that traffic utility or traffic intensity value. So next one is find out WS. WS. Find out WS. Then you can find the WS. Then they ask for length of the system. LS. You can find using the formula, or you can use the Little's law. What is Little's law? When you find the WS, you can find LS by multiplying with lambda. So for example, LS equals to WS into lambda. So when you multiply lambda, you'll get LS. So find out WS. Here it is. For that, P naught value is required. So I think you have already calculated that. And this is power S. You remember that in this case we have got 4, S equal to 4. So lambda by mu whole power 4. And since you substitute lambda and mu in terms of hours, the waiting time you'll be getting it in hours. Okay. So that is what we have to keep everything in a same units. If you substitute lambda by hours and mu by minutes, then the problem will not be the answer will not be correct.
Sir, I'm getting 0.43 hours.
0.43, but I think it's 0.05, something like that.
Yes, sir. I think I've calculated P not wrongly.
Okay, P naught is 0.03, something like that. What do you got for P naught?
Uh, okay, sir. I actually shifted a decimal once more. That's right, 0.03.
Correct only, 0.03. Ah, okay. Then I think you will get 0.05, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you could able to get it. So once you can find WQ, you can find sorry WS, you can find WQ, or you can actually find all four, WS to WQ, then WQ to LQ, and LQ to LS. So find out all those things. It's just the Little's law. So I'll just show you the Little's formula. So it's easy. So not much complicated answers, just like multiplication of that and addition of mu 1 by mu or lambda by mu. That's it.
Sir, LS is 1.5.
Okay.
WQ is 0.0405 and LQ is 1.215.
Okay, then fine. So one second, I'll just see what you got for LS.
So 1.5.
I'm not calculating LS, like LQ.
1.215.
Okay, I think LQ will be 4.5, something like that.
So my WQ is coming out to be 0.0405.
WQ is okay. WQ is 3.05.
Okay, so let's check it once
Okay,
again.
then just I think no problem. You can check it after the class also, because we have got two more models to cover. So there's another problem called bank counter problem. I said bank counter 2 because in bank counter 1 we have got the single cashier. In the bank counter 2 we have two cashiers, two tellers. One is handling the deposits, one is handling the withdrawal. So you can the same type of problem. So you can make use of it. Okay. Then a third server is called a single server, but finite capacity. In the previous two models, we talked about the infinite capacity. This is the model number 3, or single server, finite capacity. And in a fourth model, we'll be talking about the multiple server and finite capacity. Okay. So the probability of number of customers in the queue depends on if lambda is equals to mu or lambda not equals to mu. So the formula gets varied. Then probability that there are n customers also depend on lambda is equals to mu, and if lambda is not equals to mu and lambda equals to mu, the formula gets varied. And very important thing, pay attention. In this case, it talks about the lambda effectiveness or overall effective arrival. In all of the case, we only talked about the mean inter arrival time, or lambda. In this case, we'll talk about the lambda prime or lambda effective. So it is nothing but mu into 1 minus p naught. Okay. So in the Little's law, you should not be using lambda for this model. You should be only using lambda prime or lambda effective. So this particular lambda. For all other LS calculation, all you will be using only the lambda. So generally people get confused at this point of time, because where to use lambda and where to use lambda effective is lambda effective only effective if you use it in Little's formula to find one another. Okay. So the length of the system is this formula. And when you find LS, you can almost find using a lambda prime, that is Little's formula, to find all other things. Okay. So I just request you to take down this P0. Just make a note of it quickly as possible. And if you're done, just let me know. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take down P of n.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take down effective also, lambda effective and ls value.
So what is the meaning of the equal to sign in the between?
The arrival rate and you're talking about lambda equals to that one, no?
No, sir, the earlier one between lambda by mu minus lambda and the other one.
Okay, I think it's not equals, I guess. It's just something minus. But just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, it is minus. Sorry, it is not equals to. It's minus.
Okay, sir.
The typography error.
So you can scroll down.
Yeah, that's it actually. Have you taken down? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is mhm. I think just taken saloon problem. Okay, then so in this case lambda is not equals to mu, I guess. Lambda is I think lambda is 5 and mu is 4, and the value of k is 5. So we'll be taking not equals to case in all these things. Okay. In all this case, p0 is this value. Then what do you call pn is this value, and we'll be finding effective. Then ls is this value, because here it is 5 and this is 4, which is not equals to. Sometimes lambda can be lesser also, like if it is 2, this is 4, and that is also not equals to. Sometimes in this case it is 5 and 4, lambda is higher than mu, that is also not equals to. So in that both the case, if lambda equals to mu, then this formula, otherwise the other formulas. Okay, so probably you can do it whenever you're free. So we'll go to the next model. The final model in queuing theory is multi-server finite capacity model. So which means that we have got the exponential arrival, exponential what do you call the service rate, and multi-server, and we have got the finite capacity, which means that in model 2 we talked about the same thing but infinite capacity. In model 4 we talked about the finite capacity. Okay, so take down the formulas. Just let me know when you copy.
Yes, sir.
And copy this.
Yes, sir.
Okay then, so just take down this, the final thing. To I'll just
Done, sir.
Just take down the overall effective rate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just listen here. This problem, a car station has got two bays where the service can be offered. Bay, this particular thing talks about station, two stations, and which means capital S equals to 2, and can be offered simultaneously because of space limitation. Okay, only 4 cars are accepted for servicing, which means the value of k equals to 4. The value of k equals to 4. The arrival pattern is Poisson's distribution with lambda equals to 12, and the service is exponential distribution. They have even given mu equals to, so to avoid confusion, mu equals to 8. So find out P0, P1, P4, LQ, and W. This is almost a straightforward problem. There isn't much difficulty. So you have to substitute the value of S, K. Probably after, I think I've uploaded this document in the Microsoft Teams. You can download it, or just wait 1 hour after the lecture. So download after 1 hour. I'll change the typography error here. I'll change this to minus, and I'll just upload the document. Then you can probably you can solve these problems. If you find it difficulty, we'll be seeing the solution tomorrow, and tomorrow we might continue with the what do you call inventory control, and with inventory control, and there's a small portion of simulation, and with that the entire units gets over. I mean the entire course gets over. So I'll just will try to finish it by next Tuesday or Wednesday. So I think that's it. That's it for today. So if you have not done assignments, kindly do it. And one more important thing is like the row value for all other models other than model 1 is lambda divided by mu s. Mu into s. This is for model 2 and 4. For model 2 and 4, lambda divided by s into mu equals to rho. It is not lambda by mu is rho. So there's only one thing that we wanted to check before we finish the class today. And yeah, this is a straightforward problem. And yeah, that's it.